Be Wealthy and Smart, episode 1302.
Step into a world of wealth and financial freedom without budgets, boredom, or bosses on Be Wealthy and Smart. And now, here's your host, Linda P. Jones.
Welcome to Be Wealthy and Smart. I'm Linda P. Jones, America's Wealth Mentor, empowering women and men worldwide to financial freedom. On today's show, we're going to talk about the 10 hottest housing markets in 2024. Because looking at this list, I think it's going to surprise you where these hot markets are. Now, this is according to an analysis by Zillow, and they're looking at markets where you're going to have more job creation than there is housing supply. So they're expecting to see homes move faster and stronger home value appreciation, according to a senior economist at Zillow. They also say the top 10 hottest housing markets are expected to be spread across the South, Northeast, and Midwest this year, according to an analysis by Zillow, but a hot market isn't always great for would-be buyers. The top of the list is going to surprise you, I promise you, because it's not in Florida, or the South, or in Texas. It's in Buffalo, New York. Buffalo, New York is the hottest area and is slated to see increased job growth compared with the number of approved construction permits for new homes. The 10th hottest housing market is Tampa, Florida. The 9th is Orlando, Florida. The 8th hottest housing market is in Cleveland, Ohio. And the 7th is in Charlotte, North Carolina. The 6th hottest housing market is in Atlanta, Georgia. And number 5 is in Providence, Rhode Island. Number 4 is in Indianapolis, Indiana. The 3rd hottest housing market is in Columbus, Ohio. The 2nd hottest housing market is in Cincinnati, Ohio. And number 1, as I said, is in Buffalo, New York. Again, the list is based on an analysis of home value appreciation, how long it takes to sell a home, and job growth relative to housing supply. Zillow also says market heat refers to the level of competition among buyers. When you have more buyers than sellers, you have a hot market. These are areas where competition will be stiff among home buyers, he said. The hottest market doesn't necessarily mean market health, but market growth in some areas may not correlate to newly created jobs. Florida, for instance, is attracting baby boomer residents who are seeking warmer, tax-friendly places to retire, said Jessica Lotz, Deputy Chief Economist and Vice President of Research at the National Association of Realtors. The claim that the biggest share of home buyers are baby boomers looking into warmer climates is a trope, but it's a trope that's true, she said. They are looking into warmer areas, favorable tax conditions, and better housing affordability. Baby boomers are also the generation that holds most of the wealth, and some of them are going to be cash buyers as they tap into their home equity. Meanwhile, home values are expected to decline this year into the coolest markets or places that will be less competitive. These places are New Orleans, San Antonio, Denver, Houston, and Minneapolis. Zillow said it's a matter of affordability as well. If a market has gotten less affordable, you're likely not going to see that type of heat in the market. Denver, for instance, was a popular attraction for homebuyers during the pandemic, but it has turned into an area where affordability was constrained. Denver had a massive population flow, Lotz said. Finding the new Denver will be important to buyers. Millennials will also be major buyers. Most are in their prime home buying age, and some have reached their peak earning potential. Unlike baby boomers who are looking for favorable areas to retire, this cohort may be seeking employment opportunities or the ability to work remotely in new areas. Yeah, so basically this article is saying that there's more of a shortage of home and strong job growth, and that's why these unexpected neighborhoods are going to be very strong. And in the South, it tends to be more retirement-oriented. But all of these are on the East Coast to the Midwest, and not one is in the Central States or West. It doesn't necessarily mean that Zillow's right, because as interest rates decline, tight inventory is going to cause certain markets to surprise us, most likely, and to become hot markets when we possibly didn't expect them to be. It's all a matter of supply and demand, and it's a matter of how fast interest rates drop. And currently today, 30-year fixed interest rates are at 7.47%. 30-year fixed FHA rates are at 6.78%, and a 30-year fixed VA loan is at 6.83%. And that's based on a loan of $300,000 with 20% down in the state of California with a credit score of 700 to 719. So with the big debate this year being when interest rates are going to be cut by the Fed, at first the futures markets were giving us a high probability, over 80% it would happen in March. Then they dropped down to in the 40% range. Now they're talking about June. Actually, rates are going to drop even if the Fed doesn't cut rates, because it's going to drop with the futures markets coinciding with inflation data. But right now we have that volatility of rates moving up and down as the latest reports for data shows a little bit stronger economy than was expected. For 2 years we heard recession, recession, recession. We never had the recession, and we still have a strong economy, and the consumer, who makes up 70% of the economy, is looking very strong. Nonetheless, inflation has been tending lower, and those are the numbers we need to keep an eye on for future estimates for where interest rates are going. If you haven't yet subscribed to Be Wealthy and Smart, hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified as soon as new podcasts are available. And all of my podcasts are on my website at lindapjones.com/podcasts. And while you're there, sign up for my weekly newsletter for more tips for your financial freedom. That's all for today. Until next time, live the good life and be wealthy and smart.
Thank you for listening to Be Wealthy and Smart with Linda P. Jones. Share the wealth and tell your family and friends about the show. Check out our website, blog, and social media for more riches at www.bewealthyandsmart.com.